A great shot here at US Bank Stadium, located in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And off we go from Minneapolis. Return starts from the goal line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he only picked up about 3 yards there before they got to him. It's 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They go right back to Etienne. He won't be able to get past the line very quickly, Brock. They're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Allen on 3rd down. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
And it bounces out of bounds. Looks like they'll have half the field to go as they mark it directly on the midfield stripe. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Darts coming out throwing. He'll get it complete to Travion Henderson. And a great play comes to an end. He's out of bounds just inside the red zone. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Staying on the ground here with Henderson. That's a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Darts out of the shotgun. He rolls to his right. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on an opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Returnable from the 1. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Don't show it's your birthday. We gon' party like it's your birthday. We gon' sip like it's your birthday. And you know we don't give a
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch the line, watch the bullet, watch the bullet.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Allen setting up play action. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
I don't mind that play action shot at all, Kate, especially in this circumstance. The only problem is I think that defensive coordinator was thinking the way the offensive coordinator was, as they defended that pretty darn well.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Here's ETN on 1st down. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Allen on the play action. He puts some air under it deep down the left. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Quarterback of his renounce, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long.
319.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He has the 1st over the middle. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a gain of 22. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He'll toss it to ETN. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play, and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Hey, hold
Third and long for him here. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a fourth down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do, try to force that fourth down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
He's got the punt. And this punt lands in the end zone for a touchback. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this run.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Blitz coming. Here's Darts. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First down, ball at the 36. It's Henderson on the give. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Sticking with Henderson. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight. The numbers were up. And then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Third and long. They're going to throw. Chased out to his right. And they're going to bring him down just moments before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Has it in close. Still has some space inside the 35. And the stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 34 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Henderson here from the gun. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
It'll It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the pistol, Henderson. Danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. Intercepted in the end zone. Rayshawn Jenkins makes the play. And the Vikings will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Hey, Kay, you know as a quarterback, every decision you make's got a consequence. Some good, some bad. But that one right there, throwing into double coverage, making that decision to force the issue into double coverage in the end zone, that's a consequence that pays dearly.
Throwing now on 1st down, Allen. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Xavier Legette the target on that throw. And now it's 2nd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
319. Look out.
Now give. It's ETN headed left. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Third down, and they need to get 10. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
He's got this at the 27. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They give now to Henderson. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
But looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for 2nd and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. That's going to throw again here on 2nd and 10. Andrews with the catch. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Mo finds his running back, Henderson. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Henderson on 1st and 10. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Now Dart. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grow their lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14.
Tyler Luke set to kick off.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. Oh, he loses it on the hit. And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go.
From the red zone now. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
Back to throw. Here's Dart. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. All right, so defensively, you've seen 2 throws now. You turn both of them away. It seems fairly likely you have another one coming up here on 3rd and goal.
It does, and I think defensively, now you've really got to protect against the QB extending the play. Right after a couple incompletions, Kate, you know as a quarterback, if it's not there right away, I better be creative to try to find 6.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Oops, knocks it through. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out. So they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. He cuts it to the right sideline. Has some room to work. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings chop some of the lead off before the half. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Working quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
To throw. Here's Dart. The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. Well, it looks like the Buccaneers made a heads-up play. Got on top of that one for the recovery.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Well, they got the football back, Brock, but things don't look much better. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Dart. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
His work begins at the 31. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 38-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Allen setting up to throw. Hits him on the out route. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield strike, Brock, as he's sent out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
Alert!
Blitz coming here. Allen. He put everything he had into this one. This is caught inside the 15. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st down. 1st down and goal to go.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Half 85, half 85. Hey, switch.
Working inside the red zone. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. It's 2nd and goal.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
All 52.
To throw again, it's Allen. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out, without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
What is that?
3rd and goal for Allen. And he's going to score a touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings make it a one-score game before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and then get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Vikings cut it to a field goal game. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Fox now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Bucks to the line. 1st and 10. On right side, Henderson. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Let's go now. 79.
First down, and they go right back to it. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Henderson's going to take this straight ahead. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards. Now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Vikings sending out nickel coverage here on 3rd down. Darts out of the shotgun. The Vikings bring pressure, and they got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. Fields this clean at the 30. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Trying it right side with Etienne. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Again for the first time to Rashawn White. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Zaven Collins in on the tackle.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Allen on 3rd and short. Complete beyond the marker. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. How about a big hitter, 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings grab the lead on their first series of the half. So that brought an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings take a 4-point lead. Fox now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Crosses midfield, and he's still going. And a huge effort sets up his offense at a great spot on the opposite side of the field.
We know this is the ticket to the field for a whole lot of rookie special teams. It's something that teams every year look for in the draft. And with the new rules, well, maybe even that much more. These super athletes who can electrify in returns and turn the smallest lane into one of the biggest plays of the game.
Throwing on first down. It's Dart. Short pass brought in. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown! The Buccaneers take the lead on the first play of the drive. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skilled player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers push their lead to 3. All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback.
35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. This is Leggett working the left side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Play action now with Allen. He's going deep. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. The Vikings getting their punt team out. Jack Fox will kick it away. Fielded at the 11. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Throwing the out route complete. He's got room to roam. Down the left sideline he goes. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. So as we all recover from that last play, it's 1st and 10 near the red zone.
First down.
Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Well, this defense has not had an answer, Kate, for either of the first 2 plays on this drive. I think it's got everybody, you and me, every fan believing, well, they're only 1 play away from putting points on the board.
Trap 60, trap 60. 69, 19 right.
Going to the ground again on first. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Darts back to throw. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Extra point is up and through by Luke. And the Buccaneers make it a 10-point ball game.
Vikings, 21. Tyler Luke set to kick
All
off.
set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Allen looking to throw. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Round 80. Alert. What is that?
Back to the air, Allen. He's going to try another deep one here. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. Xavier Legette with the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Plater adds the PAT. And the Vikings cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Darts looking to throw. Connects on the crosser. Now he's past the 25. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. T. Higgins the touchdown. Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers make it a 10-point ball game.
Vikings 28. Tyler Luke set to kick off.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
10-10 at their own 19-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Play action now. Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just fling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Got a man, it's Marvin Mims. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Well, the odds aren't great when you throw into double coverage. Normally you see one of the defenders make a play on the ball. 2 men nearby, and that's a missed opportunity for the coverage to make an impact play.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Shazy threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. He's got it inside the 25. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
This one's to Andrews outright. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Buccaneer first down.
Counterplay, it's Henderson. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. There on the tackle, the rookie out of Auburn.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
It's a 3-yard gain, only a yard shy of the marker on 3rd down.
Third and 1.
Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Buccaneers out and into punt formation. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, it's a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, White. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. And he's not going to get the first. I need it real close, though. Timmy Brown gets a gain of 5. 3rd down coming up.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. ETN again. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up 4th down.
3rd and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks instead. Well, the defense is energized with that stop.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. He'll throw it. And this one is launched downfield. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Andrews with the catch. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Buccaneers only up by a few. Second and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun this time. Here's Darts. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Slot man motioned over. Back to throw it. Completed over the middle. And they don't get much out of this pass. He's hauled down a little shy of that first. It's 4th down now.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Now there's the flag. It looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump. And, well, they got one of them to move that time. Here's Tyler Loop in a high-pressure spot. He's got to drive this 37 yards down the middle.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost him the lead, but a touchdown still ties it. Likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
He's going to field this at the 2. And they get to him before he can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
1st and 10. And they're on 17-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Round 80. Is that?
Setting up to pass. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He's got it deep downfield. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start to read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play.
5 wide. What's that?
Here he is to throw. Fits it through the middle. And nothing to speak of after that catch as the completion gets him down to the 21. Vikings out of the hurry-up, need everyone back to the line. He'll look to throw it. Short pass brought in. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Back to throw. Cut near the goal line. And he nearly gets him another 1st down as they force him out just shy of the marker.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
319. What's that?
It's Allen out of the pistol. And he catches it to tie this game in the final minute. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
Clock's down to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he gets popped at the end of that one. What a painful end to what was a really solid run back. First and 10 now from the 30. Darts out of the shotgun. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got second down.
The best of the...
Now hang on. They want to take another look at this play, and a very important call coming up late in this game. So upon further review and a consultation from Game Day Central, the call overturned. On first down, here's Darts. Setting up the screen with Henderson. Across midfield at the 45. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 30.
It's Henderson on the give. Makes the tackle. First down play, that's in 5. It's going to be second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Everything coming down to the leg of Tyler Luke. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Now out comes the second-year kicker in one of the biggest spots of his young career. This one from 47 yards away. That one is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
Well, I tell you what, when you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with.
35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10.
Regular.
And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's first and 10.
180. That's it.
One final shot here. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.
Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth. Nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. You can't stop this. You can't stop this. I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones. Won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this. You can't stop this. You can't stop this. You can't stop this. You won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt, this life ain't got no